Welcome back here on Live Impact News on the WCNC Charlotte app. All right, so I said this in the tease about 15 minutes ago. Another hot day. With rinse and repeat, guys. It's going to be like this for a while now. Yeah. Warm temperature. Warm is putting it very kindly. Toasty temperatures and then storms.
It's like rinse and repeat every single day, like you said. Took the words right out of my mouth.
I'm sorry. I took that
You're
line.
so good. You're so good.
I think I'm a meteorologist sometimes.
You know, and you can be. You can be whatever you want in this world. But yeah, another warm day in the 90s. I do have some relief in sight. I was actually, when Chris and I were looking at the forecast, I was a little surprised at how cool we might be getting early next week. We're talking about lower 80s. So that could be some relief for highs. I know Carly's jumping for joy.
I mean, I like, my favorite degree
is 100.
No, it's 84.
84 okay.
degrees,
84.
I feel like is the perfect degree.
Yeah.
It's not too hot, especially in the sun. Like, but you can still splash. It's still pool weather. It's
I can do 77. But you know what's interesting is we were actually talking about lakes this morning on the morning show, because Lake Norman was 94 degrees the other day.
Boiling.
And I jumped in and I was like, this is not helping at all. Yeah. Like, this is
it's a hot tub.
And it's a hot tub. But it's interesting because we were talking about how Lake Wiley's cooler because the Catawba River's connected.
Yes.
So it's 78 in Lake Wiley. Not to get sidetracked. But if you're like me and found yourself in Lake Norman, it has not been enough to cool you off. Current temperature is at 9 o'clock. It's already 81 degrees. You probably walked outside and thought, you could tell it's just going to be one of those days. And indeed it is. So we're going to get up into the upper 90s, 96 today. It's better than where we've been, but it's not great in my opinion. But Chris was saying that it was more comfortable today. I do not agree with that. I find it all unbearable at the same time. So heat index feel like will be triple digits. So speaking of Chris a lot today, I guess. So Chris and I have he's specifically been working on some cool ways for us to look at how it's been feeling this year and how it's been doing. So our peak heat index this year so far was on July 2nd when we felt like 106.2 degrees. It's going to feel like 100 today. So 6 degrees cooler. It's really, really riveting how much cooler it's going to be. Not really. But as you can see, feel like 100. It's still going to feel warm. If you feel like it has been abnormally humid this year, you're not wrong. 2026 right now is ranked in the top 5 most humid years. That we're basing this on dew point hours above 70 degrees. So right now we're ranked number 4 with 354 hours above 70 degrees with humidity. Right behind 1953. So not too far behind. 2018 was the worst, and I feel like I could recall that. But as mentioned, temperatures are going to drop significantly, and then they're going to rebound right back up. So enjoy the dip. We're going to have a cold front slide through, but in the 90s, we're going to fall Monday to 81. That's because that cold front will have slid through, and we'll see some cold air damming attempt to set up, and then we'll start to jog back up next week into the 90s once we start warming. So as we've said, rainfall chances just kind of rinse and repeat, as Nick had mentioned a moment ago. Isolated today and tomorrow. You'll see some more widespread rain as we head into the weekend. We're still fine-tuning Sunday for sure as we're getting a little bit more data. But the pattern essentially right now, the reason that it's been just so warm, so muggy, we usually have these Bermuda highs that are off the coast. It's an area of high pressure that's pumping in all of this warm, moist air from the south. And we're going to see a pattern change. As we mentioned, the temperature is going to drop. This cold front's going to slide through, and it's going to push that high to the south, which is going to allow for some changes. So first, we'll walk you through the next couple days of the continuous pattern, and then we'll get to the cold front. So you'll see the storms today, very isolated in nature. As we walk through the afternoon, just going to be hot, humid. Then as we head to tomorrow we're going to see a line of storms essentially develop. So on Friday, if you get off work early and you have any plans, I get off work early because I work the morning show. If you have any plans to lay by the pool, like I am planning on doing, you're going to have to watch for some storms popping up throughout the afternoon hours. So Friday's more looking like a line of storms by around 2 o'clock here in at least parts of Morganton, Hickory, the front is going to slide, so you'll start to see those storms move through. Again, this is the possibility of some damaging winds, but nothing crazy. Then as we head into Saturday, you're going to watch the possibility of some scattered storms. Again, it won't be widespread in nature. Models look like they've trended a little bit down since Chris and I last looked at them. Speaking of Chris, he says hi.
You invited me, so
I did invite Chris to pop in and say hi.
Would you like to say hi?
Sure. Hi, how you everyone? Walker's doing a great job, but he said come on by, and I haven't been here in a while. So hello, everybody.
No pressure at all, by the way.
We love when Chris stops in, but as mentioned, that cold front is going to slide to the south, which is going to cool us off significantly. You'll have high pressure to the north, which could allow for that cooler air, and we'll watch for the possibility of some cold air damming on Sunday headed into Monday, but the Bermuda high will be pushed down once that cold front has slid through, kind of giving us a break from the heat and from the humidity. How much rain are we going to see? Not any drought-busting rain. We do need as much rain as we can get, but looking around an inch, give or take, for some communities over the next 7 days. Speaking of needing rain, our new drought monitor came out. Chris and I were actually both interested in this because even though we've seen rain, our drought monitor did not improve. It actually got worse in parts of North Carolina and South Carolina, so we need that rain.
I do want to say something. So you live north of Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
How much rain have you seen over the last few days?
We've seen a good amount of rain in Lake Norman.
All right. I want to make.
But I also was dog sitting in Noda, so
Okay.
it's a little bit removed.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I want to ask you, how much rain did you see recently?
Here and there.
Here and there?
Nothing crazy. I live in Noda.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
I'm in Southwest Charlotte. This is my domain.
Okay.
Okay. This is your
Okay.
domain.
Yeah. Well, the area,
All right.
South Boulevard area. That's where I'm at. We saw heavy rain. What was that? Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like really much of nothing. Since
Okay.
then.
The reason why I bring up that example, so if you average it out, you have southern Mecklenburg County that, like Brad literally said, he has had nothing in his house.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Reedy Creek had saw like 3 inches in one night. And the reason why I say this is if you take Mecklenburg County just in general, you have 0s and you have 3s to 4s. So you average those out. So it's helpful rain that we've got recently,
Yeah.
but we need to do that like another like 20 to 30 times to make any difference.
And need widespread rain at
Yes.
least to like
Oh,
make
man.
improvement. It's like, and it's so interesting because it's really hard in the summer once you get in these patterns to break droughts like this. You would need like a tropical system to really
Yeah.
help alleviate.
And we don't need that.
And we don't need that.
Yeah.
No one wants it. Well, there's a lot of standing outside in the rain for that. But
yes, exactly.
when you look at our Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast, as we mentioned, that front's going to slide through into the weekend. I'm so excited. I know Chris has put Tuesday as his pick of the week. I know.
Come on. Good job, Walker.
What about Nick's ick of the week?
Monday.
Monday.
Nobody likes Mondays.
I know, but it's going to be 81.
Okay. All right. Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Maybe, well, 85. I don't know. I'm going to
Okay,
actually...
I don't want to say Saturday because
Because it's the weekend.
It's the weekend, so-
I love the fact that it's going to be raining at 81 on Monday. Hot take, that's my pick.
No, dude.
Anyway.
A break is a break.
A break is a break.
Because-
and listen, because, buddy, does it come back? We go back to the pattern that we've been in when we look out at the 10 days. End of next week, back to pushing triple digits.